So, bro, I've been wanting to ask,
What's
what
up?
would you do?
Okay,
Like,
okay,
what
let's
would
hear
you
it.
do in that case? Remember, I was telling you, let's say zombie apocalypse, right?
Oh, shit, okay,
We've
okay.
all seen the movies.
Uh,
There's
uh, uh.
been so many movies out there.
Mm.
Of course, as guys, and especially people our age,
Mm.
especially younger on, I feel like
Yeah.
we all think about that scenario, right? We're like, we watch the movie, whatever it is, World War Z,
Yeah.
and we're like, okay, he's grabbing the baseball bat and running up, but
Mm.
oh, I would have done this and done that. Like,
Yeah.
so let's discuss that because, like, who knows? Who
Okay,
knows what
okay.
could happen? And I know you want to talk about some stuff later on, which could
Okay.
make this a possibility, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's run through. What would you do? Like, what's your outfit gonna be like? What's your go-to equipments or weapons or food to ration out? Like, let's run through what Rainier would do if there's an apocalypse tomorrow.
Okay. So if there's an apocalypse tomorrow, like first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wake up early. You know, cause
This guy talking like he's gonna get a phone notification saying apocalypse 8 a.m.
remember they had that thing on their phone that like
Yeah, facts.
this
Yeah,
is a world emergency. Something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I don't know,
True,
because
true.
the thing is that for me personally, I feel like the key to actually like getting through like a zombie apocalypse is timing. Everything is timing.
Timing.
Hitting the stores, the grocery stores before everyone does.
Yeah.
Before there's a rush, you can grab the water, you can grab the can of
100%.
tuna, you can grab anything. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So it's just like getting the resources before everyone else is a key thing, which is why I think waking up early. I mean, obviously, like, do you ever get that feeling sometimes where like it's your intuition telling you that something's wrong? I feel like
I get that feeling. It's like I might be on I might just be on the road out,
Yeah,
on my
yeah.
bike, and you get this intuition like, okay, be a bit careful, something might happen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like a gut feeling, you know. So yeah,
Yeah.
I feel
So
I feel you.
pretty much like that. I feel like I'll have that with like a zombie apocalypse. Like I'll know that
You know
something's going
something's
on.
off,
Yeah. So
yeah.
like I would hit the department store, groceries, get everything I need.
So
So
I would run straight to Costco, bro.
bro, Costco got the
Everything,
bulk, bro.
A to Z, everything is there.
Bro,
Everything.
I'm gonna take all the bulk items and all that, but I'm gonna get a hot dog as well because the hot dogs are banging, bro.
All right.
And then in the movies, you know, like so we're saying that the pathogen or whatever it can
Yeah.
spread by biting or
By
is it
biting,
okay,
sure.
yeah.
Like I feel like majority of movies, it's biting.
Okay. So biting. So I would like watching movies and all that. I would probably like tape up my forearms because if I'm like I'm banging in zombies with like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
baseball bat, you know, like I'd want to have some protection on my arms. So like I can use duct tape.
Interesting.
If there's like soccer shin pads, you know, just like
Yeah.
yeah.
Like a whole hockey pads, like everything.
Yeah,
bundled
and then
up.
put them on each side as well. In terms of clothing, I'd wear like something lightweight
That way,
because
interesting.
like some Kathmandu stuff, you know,
Mm.
like a bomber jacket for like a wool fleece, a bomber jacket, a beanie in case it gets cold, you know, like just like preparing to go for like a mountain hike. I feel like that's the best outfit for a
course.
zombie apocalypse.
Because first thing I think is, of course, in a time of struggle like that, where everyone is in danger, do you think that all these big companies are going to close, for example, where you get your electricity, gas, water? So in a few days, you're not going to have those essentials.
Yeah, facts.
So you would need to stay warm, number one. Heater, which is on right now, ain't going to be working.
Exactly.
What else?
So which is why you layer up. Yeah,
Exactly. Water. So you got to think about hydration as well. Of course, food. We got to start rationing it out.
Yeah, you got to
And
start. Yeah.
Are you going to have candles? Because lights might be going out. So you got to be prepared, having a flashlight on you. Like, you got to have a ready to go backpack. Because let's say randomly your house that you're holding down the fort suddenly gets invaded by the zombies.
Yeah.
So you got to have, I feel like you got to have a backpack on the go. So you're just ready to grab your bag and run,
Yeah.
you know?
It goes again with planning and preparation. I mean, like having a zombie apocalypse just happen just like right now. I mean, it's hard to plan for that, right?
Yeah.
But like as we consume more like of these dystopian, apocalyptic like events happening, you know, like it's always in the back of our minds, like, holy shit, like if it were to happen right now, what would I do?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
And just going back to, you know, to what you were asking at the start, it was kind of just like after I've, you know, got all the necessaries I need, after I've taken, you know, transport, I would honestly like go as far away from the city as I could, like
Why is that? Why is that?
into the country, because, you know, like high density of people, you know, if there's an outbreak going on, like I'd want to get the fuck out of the city
Yeah,
because you're gonna have
I
so
didn't- I
many
didn't even-
people,
I didn't even think about that.
bro.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to people in the city, but they're gonna turn into zombies straight
All,
away.
all the apartments, like
Exactly.
the students,
Yeah.
it's jam packed over there.
And like I feel like, I mean, because do you watch like any Korean like shows or whatever?
I know a lot about them.
Yeah.
I know you and a couple of my other mates. They are really heavily into the Korean film industry. So
Yeah.
I know, firstly, they're really good. You know, hands down, one of my favorite, if not probably top 3, easily top 5, was that the one on Netflix. Was it
Train to Busan.
no, the what's the one in high school one? It's like everyone is something like that. Everyone is
Okay.
dead or something. What
Yeah,
is
yeah, that one,
Something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I don't think that's the exact name, but the one where they're at school, right? High
Yeah,
school,
yeah.
and it goes down. So
Yeah,
that one easily, and I know the capability the Koreans have.
bro, they're crazy
They-
with the.
They
It's like
have amazing directors.
it's low key like underrated because like
100%.
a lot of people like associate like K drama with like, oh, 괜찮아.
Yeah,
You
like
know,
the romance, like the memes, the romance,
yeah,
like
yeah,
the lovey-dovey. But
But, like-
it's more than that. It's more than
yeah,
that.
but like when they like actually, because like the concepts that they like push forward through their films or series is actually like, crazy. Like, you know, like with I feel like American type like movie like blockbuster hits like World War Z,
Yeah,
The Walking Dead. It's very like focused on like American Western side of things, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like this like sheriff guy with a gun, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like he knows what he's doing. But I like how like, for example, the All of Us Are Dead thing.
Yeah, All of
it,
Us Are
it
Dead,
was
that's
like
what it's called,
it
yeah.
took the concept of what would high schoolers do.
Yeah, it was
And
a
it-
different take.
yeah,
It was
and-
more relatable.
Yeah,
as well.
like, you know, for the younger generation, like damn, bro, like that's. I mean, I wouldn't say it's clearly like accurate, but it's something that's, you know, like there's a scene I remember of the thing. It's like these like this girl and this guy in the classroom of like who survived, like they have beef.
Yeah.
And like such like a petty argument they had, she like forced him
I remember that.
to like get bit, you know,
Yeah.
and then they trapped him in the room. Like that pettiness and that kind of like attitude that's like in teenagers and young people. And like
They don't show that in the mainstream movies.
yeah, you know, because I feel like in the mainstream like zombie movies, it's just like cut and paste, you know, like
Cut and paste. for
for
sure.
like so you're like introduced to like
a
X
virus. Or,
yeah, like introduced from a to a virus, and then you meet ex-military dad guy who's like out in his Mustang or whatever, and then he
Who's been
drives.
prepared for years for this.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like they have everything prepared.
Yeah.
They have an underground bunker. It's like
Yeah,
But especially for us, like the
Yeah.
whole setting is different. We don't have basements here.
exactly. Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's a different setup.
yeah,
But yeah, back to like what I would do personally.
yeah.
This
yeah.
is what I would do.
Yeah, your take. Yeah,
So weapons wise, of course, we don't have guns here really. So
yeah,
I
exactly.
would,
Yeah,
realistically, that's out the question.
yeah,
Let's say we're getting the notification now, right? So I don't have time to get a weapon.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go off what's at home. Easily, a cricket bat. I would
Yeah.
just get my cricket bat, and I would get little nails. You know, nails that you hammer into wood. I would get those, and I would just put like 100 over them over the bat.
just hammer. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So imagine zombies coming,
whack in the head.
whack it in the
Yeah,
head. Because
yeah,
we got to go like melee style because we don't have guns, right? Another one is you got to do something with fire, because I feel like of most of the zombie movies, did you realize that most of them they have some they're not what is it? They're immune to fire. Sorry, not immune. Fire, they instantly back off.
It's like their weakness kind
Their
of thing.
weakness,
Yeah,
that's what I meant. Yeah, it's like their kryptonite,
which is
right?
it's like I find that highly like unrealistic in like an actual because like God forbid like an actual like zombie pathogen virus actually like happens on our planet or whatever. But it's just
Hey.
like I feel like if you're like press metal, bro.
This is close to bamboo to wood.
Yeah. But like I feel like it's like living dead flesh. Like wouldn't it like not care about like
Yeah,
going over
because
fire?
it's brain dead. Like,
Exactly. And it's like for me as well, it's like the whole idea of like shooting them in the head and then they're dead. I find that highly unrealistic as well because the living dead does not function as like a human being where like it's like brain is telling
it's not them anymore. It's
Yeah.
the bug that's controlling
yeah.
them.
So like I mean I get like maybe like
Parasite.
if it was like a bug version where like the disease actually has like a vector and then it can like control the body through the brain, I feel like that could work. But in like the most like generic shows where they don't actually like explain how a zombie actually works, I find it like unrealistic how like fire can like kill a zombie or like shooting it in the head can kill a zombie.
Yeah.
Because like it's a whole like the whole thing is a living dead. So like
You're right.
for example, like if you shoot its arm off, it's still gonna come after you. If you
Yeah.
shoot its head, it'll probably like
it wouldn't feel pain. That's the
yeah,
thing.
exactly. So it's just like I feel like if it were to happen today, the only way you can actually kill a zombie is completely destroy everything in its body. Because by
Yeah, you're
destroying like everything in its body, like all like their ligaments, all their
limbs,
yeah,
like-
limbs, its body, its brain, everything is gone,
everything.
and that's only one way. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just my take on it. Because yeah, I don't know, it just feels weird, you know. But
Yeah.
like going off of what you said, like in our house, we can easily make like Molotovs.
Oh, we can do.
Yeah.
The things we can do, because the fire, they might not be scared of it, but we could burn their flesh.
Exactly.
Like, that's it.
Yeah, it's actually one thing as well. Like burn the flesh off,
Burn the flesh off, exactly.
and then the skeleton's there, and then it
Yeah,
won't be able to
exactly.
function anymore. Oh yeah, facts. Yeah.
So
shit.
even like those videos, if you've seen kids be going crazy, that you just get like a can of deodorant or any body
Yeah,
spray.
yeah.
You have a lighter in front of it.
Yeah.
It makes a mini like a flamethrower. Have you seen those?
No, never
So
before.
basically,
Really?
you just get a lighter and you like one of those Bics. You get the deodorants, and while the flame's on, you spray.
Oh
Makes
shit.
a mini flamethrower.
Shit, I want to try that now.
Imagine like they're at the door, like trying to break through. You just like exactly. I don't know, but it's tough without the guns. I feel like
Yeah.
it is tough. I feel like we'd have to be more defensive than attack.
Yeah. It's more like a melee style.
Yeah,
you know?
melee style. But like, you don't want to risk getting bitten, so melee is
Yeah.
the best as well.
It's dangerous as well,
It's
which is why you got to
dangerous.
protect your arms and your limbs as well. Because if we're going by like you can get or like you can turn into a zombie by getting bit, I feel like like you'll have to protect your limbs or like anywhere that you'll come close into contact with actually like with a
Yeah.
zombie, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Because back to the school situation, if you realize, let's think of it in a political point of view.
Oh yeah, that's it.
If you realize, how come the women in that one, they either kind of ran away,
Yeah.
or now they wanted the men to protect them.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
I'm just thinking like, all these feminists, bro,
Mm.
they're done for. They're gonna have to start showing their true colors,
Yeah, fine.
because up here,
Uh.
before the virus,
Mm.
they're all standing up for themselves, and you know how it is.
Yeah.
We all know how it is.
Yeah.
I feel the day that the D-Day comes and the infection hits, they're all going back to the femininity, bro.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's just like when humanity is faced with like an unpredictable and a challenge that requires all of us to unite, there's no more like feminism. There's no
Oh,
more
yeah.
masculinism.
Yeah.
There's no more like you're black, you're white, you're Asian.
Yeah.
We are one human
one,
race.
we'll be
You
one.
know what I'm saying? And like we will do everything we can to survive.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
That's what that's what like the human race, Homo sapiens, have done for the past
Exactly,
45,000
exactly.
years. And then now there's certainly like when racism became a thing, when there was like gender inequality, like it all like came out of nowhere, and it's just like, why can't people understand that like we're human.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like
We're all
everyone,
one. We're all
like
one.
I am the same person
Yeah.
as some dude in Siberia or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just a matter of a different location.
Yeah.
Like we're all the same.
Exactly.
But hot take right now.
All right, let's hear it.
Yes or no to the
Okay.
fact that I believe these world gruesome death toll experiences, for example, COVID, right?
Oh yeah.
These type of experiences is what brings people closer. Like as messed up as that sounds,
Yeah.
whether it's World War One or World War 2 like a lot of mass killings, but it's actually what brought people together.
Yeah.
You know, so in a situation where we all have to act as one, these, you know, death, gruesome events, whether it's a disease or the plague, that's when everyone forgets their differences and they all come together.
So like I think that's like I agree with you on that, because as I said before, like when humanity is faced with like an unprecedented thing
Yeah.
like COVID, it brought everyone together because
Brings everyone
everyone put
together, yeah.
aside their differences. Everyone put aside their moral. I mean, not morals, but their convictions about one another.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they banded together and pretty much like tried to save everyone. And I feel like it's just going back to basics, you know. Like,
Yeah.
like I feel like when we do face something like death, you know, it's very confronting. You know, like, oh shit, like I'm about to die. Like everything, like whether you support this, support that, if you don't like this person, you don't like that, all that shit goes away.
It goes away. It goes away.
Because you're like, you're in fight or flight mode. You're like, all I'm focusing on now is to survive. And obviously you'd want that for everyone else with you.
Another hot take building on that, do you feel like when us humans as a society, we get so comfortable, you know, we don't have to worry about in this country about food or water or shelter.
Yeah, food insecurity.
Right,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we're beyond that level of survival, and now it's about just relaxing and living life, right? We're not out there making fires to stay warm. Like,
Yeah.
you know, so the whole world has reached the level, majority, where the basic human need is way beyond fulfilled,
Yeah.
and it's about social life now, like
Social life.
going to
yeah.
work, entertainment, whatnot,
Yeah.
right? So do you feel like when society and the world gets comfortable, which the world in a general sense is comfortable right now, I think you can agree.
Yeah, definitely.
So-
I mean, yeah, there are some parts which, you know,
Yeah,
could
of
use
course.
help. You
But
know, like
the majority,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
majority,
yeah.
in general, we're all comfortable, right? I think when we get comfortable, all these extra things come into play, right?
yeah, of course.
We weren't when we're struggling. Let's go back to the example of
Yeah.
World War.
Yeah.
People weren't talking about, oh, you know, rainbow flags and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know, because no one was comfortable. The whole world was struggling.
Yeah.
So I feel like when we get comfortable in society, which we are right now, that's when these things are coming into play.
Yeah.
And now when a zombie apocalypse hits tomorrow,
Yeah.
times of struggle, boom.
Comes back.
Everything's going
Yeah.
out the window.
Yeah, exactly.
And the women are going to be looking for the men to be the damsel in distress, and the men are going to need to take over. Like, let's be honest. Like, you know, I have a lot of siblings. I have many sisters, I would say. So in a realistic sense, and out of respect for women, I would say we would need to step into role. You know, we're going to go
yeah.
back to those caveman instincts.
Yeah.
And we would need to take the forefront and let's kill some zombies, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's kill the motherfuckers, bro. Like, you
Look at Minecraft Steve looking ass. But that's
Yeah.
a villager, bro.
Is it?
No.
It's like, I'm so sorry for the people that are
Pause.
listening. Yeah.
Yo, pause.
Hell no, bro.
Yo, pause, bro. I know Ricky about to make a meme out of that one.
Oh shit! Oh man! Please do not clip this and like
God
put something
damn,
else.
Ricky.
No. Yeah, but going back, like, yeah, just like survival and everything.
Yeah.
It's just like, going back into what you said with like men going into their roles. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in this day and age, just saying that statement is like is controversial. You know, like I feel like it's just like someone could flame us right now for this conversation we're
Someone
having.
just
Yeah,
internet shot me, bro.
yeah.
Like,
But okay, going back into history and looking at facing the facts.
yeah. Let's go off the stats.
In World War One and World War Two, men were sent to the front lines,
Yeah, the barracks, the front lines.
to the battlefield, to all this. Women had to take up that role of the absence of men. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's just like men, or I would just say like guys, they have a role in society.
Of course.
And when there is something like this, like, okay, for example, like a zombie apocalypse, like we are, I wouldn't say like it's a choice, but it's an obligation for us to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
Of
like,
course.
who cares if you're scrawny? Who cares if you're buff? If you're taking roids or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like every man and woman should fight.
Of course.
Kids maybe, like
There's
protect
always that
them,
saying,
yeah.
Whether it's, getting the lifeboats on Titanic or whatever.
Yeah.
It's always, this is a line that everyone will agree with. They always say, spare the elderly and the women and kids, and the men, let's go.
Yeah, facts.
For example,
exactly,
in a situation of Titanic, right?
Yeah.
It was the men, let's stay back. Let's send off the women, the
elderly
kids, and the elderly.
and the mum, you can
Exactly.
go as well. Yeah.
Elderly, like another hot take is, do you reckon out of respect we would give them that lead, or is the other perspective that because they're
About to die and the oldest.
in a nice way, like
That's-
they're already there, so like should they stay back?
That's also like one of the things that like you'd think about sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like if you were okay, the easiest thing, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Imagine you're driving a car
Yeah.
and the brakes aren't working, and there's a crossing up ahead,
Oh, that's
and there's a
classic.
kid or an old man. Who do you choose to run over?
100%. I'm pressing the gas all the way on the old man.
See, but that's the thing. Yeah. Exactly. And that's the thing. It's just like we judge or like it's like a matter of ethics as well. It's just like,
Ethics, yeah.
will you choose the old man because he's lived his life and he may be at the end of it and, in turn for the kid? Or would you... I actually can't think of a reason why you would actually run over the kid. I actually can't think of a reason why.
See, I just took a class last semester at uni, and it was actually called ethics. So
yeah, like I remember doing this in high school as well. Yeah,
there was actually one example they used a few times. It's called something like the train track, something like that, right? So I'll explain it to you, and I want your opinion on it.
Okay, let's hear
And I
this.
want you guys to comment down below as well.
Yeah.
So basically, imagine this situation. So there's a train, and first it starts off going along its path, but there's a lever, and you have the power to control the lever, right?
I think I've heard of this. Yeah.
So if you pull the lever, the train can go off its course and go in the other direction, right? Imagine there's left and right. It's going right, but if you pull the lever, it can go left.
Okay.
Right,
okay,
so
okay.
that's like the background story, right? So imagine on one side there's one person, and on the other side on the other path there's 10 people, right? So now we get into the ethics.
Okay. This is...
Would you let the train go, right? And that's gonna hit one person, right? Or would you, having the power to change, will you pull that lever and now 10 people are gonna die? But where the ethics comes in, if you think about it, if you don't do anything, you're a bystander,
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
one person died.
Yeah.
If you pull it, you saved the people,
But
but
one
you
person
intentionally killed them.
killed someone. Yeah. Shit. That's true.
So it's about, are you just gonna stand back?
Or take action. But yeah.
The other side is like, if you're standing back, it's also in your hands because
Yeah, true.
you decided not to take an action.
Yeah.
So it's
See,
tricky.
That that situation is really hard.
Yeah, it is.
Honestly, like I would not know. I'd shit myself. I'm like, bro, shit. Am I gonna kill this person or am I gonna kill? Which is like, here's another thing, right? And it's seen in like a bunch of like superhero movies and everything. Let's say you have a loved one. And let's say, okay, let's bring it back to the train tracks incident. So it's like that one person is perhaps your wife, your father, your mother,
Be anyone, yeah.
anyone that's close to you. And then you have maybe like 20 people. Would you save someone who's close to you and kill 20 people? Or would you sacrifice your loved one to save 20 people? And that raises the stakes so much more.
It does, but...
Because you know
Of course, like, I don't even need to think. Of course, I will save my family.
Yeah. And that's where, like, also, like, ethics comes into play. Because, like, that decision you took was to save a family member. And some people may see that as selfish. Because you traded 20 lives for one.
Yeah, exactly.
But then it's kind of like, that's someone I love. That's someone who... Your mum, you know, that's someone who nurtured me. Your father, that's someone who taught me how to live life. Lead by example. Your wife, that's someone I've loved my entire life. Whereas you don't know these 20 strangers.
Yeah, you don't know them.
But it's still 20
people
lives.
People know them.
Yeah, people know them. And it's like, you know, adding a third one into it, you can, you know, save your loved one. You can you can save your loved one. You can kill the 20 people. Or there's an extra track and you kill yourself.
Oh, really? Shit.
Most people would probably kill themselves.
Oh, damn. That's tough. I think I would still kill the group, honestly.
Really?
I don't know if I'm going to get flamed for that. I would kill the group, like...
Oh, okay.
Honestly, because at the end of the day, I don't know them.
Yeah, true.
I'm thinking... And you need to think in a few seconds, you know? Like, like the train's coming.
Just like that.
So, intuition-wise, I know... I wouldn't want to kill myself. Like, who wants to do that?
Yeah.
And my family...
Hey, but it's for the greater good, man.
Family over strangers? No ways.
Yeah, facts. Shit.
So, of course, I would... Unfortunately...
Kill the strangers, yeah.
Y'all gotta go. Get out of here.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, yeah, that's... For me, I'd probably kill myself.
Really?
Yeah. I just have, like, that mindset of, like saving, you know, like that heroic kind of thing, you know.
Yo, shit, bro. Let me start sending out requests of who's gonna be a replacement then.
Damn, bro, shit.
Nah, I'm playing.
Yeah,
I'm playing.
Yeah, you know, just like the ethics and all that.
Yeah.
With, like, the zombie apocalypse, which actually takes me to this thing. I'm actually gonna pull it out on my laptop.
Yep.
But did you know that we are actually close to, like, a zombie apocalypse? And
oh my god, I know, like, you haven't told me the full story, but you did tell me something.
Yeah.
And it started raising a lot of ideas in my head.
Yeah, same. So, in Japan, there's actually a flesh-eating bacteria outbreak. And people say, like, this is the closest, or, like, close to, like, zombies. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Because this is, like, living dead. Flesh-eating.
Okay, explain what that means, though. Like,
so, on here...
Are they, like, what is it? Is it a bug? Is it a virus?
So, pretty much, it's...
What do
it
they
says
do?
here, so, the clinical term for this disease is the streptococcal toxic shock syndrome. So, STSS. I know I butchered that, and coming from a nerd...
Bro was naming an ancient dinosaur.
Genomosaurus.
No, it's like, why are medical terms so made up, bro, and long?
Yeah, that's one thing I don't get. It's,
you know, like on Wikipedia, they have like a rabbit, and then like the scientific name is like Bulbasaurus.
That's a dinosaur, bro.
I thought it was a Pokemon, but shit.
So,
And a dinosaur, fam. That's a Pokemon, but you know what I mean, right? It's like
what, Pikachu?
Instigatotor, but like it's like some scientific name, and it's bullshit.
But yeah, just back to this. So pretty much, so it's a bacteria, and it says here, I'm not gonna say that, but STSS is a severe illness caused
STI.
when a group A of that bacteria spreads into the blood and deep tissues. It's commonly found in the throat and in the skin, and the
Throat
vast
goat.
majority of infections actually cause mild and common illness, such as like a strep throat. So like, I'm assuming that's like a very like throat, and like you won't be able to like.
Bro, that sounds like a syndrome of you know.
Oh, guys, oh hell nah, bro.
Hey, Susie was a bit cuckoo, yeah.
But apparently, so the symptoms of it are like fever, chills, muscle ache, nausea, and vomiting.
So how can you explain how this can be caught? So is it like you drink dirty water or is it through the air? How can one be infected by this?
I'm actually still trying to look for it. Just give me a sec.
Because I was always wondering, in this specific case, do they enter your bloodstream or is it like a small bug, like a tick, where it just goes in your hair and like is it gonna be internal to your body or external? It's interesting because I was reading the other day as well that there was this bug. It's basically in I think the Atlantic.
Oh shit!
And it was found in the deep, deep, deep glaciers. So like when you freeze something, freeze your food, it lasts way longer, like a year, right?
Yeah, facts.
So apparently, this disease or this bug, virus, whatever, bacteria, was in the glacier for like millions of years. Apparently,
Holy shit!
so it existed back when the dinosaurs were,
Yeah,
but because of the deep frost, it got preserved.
yeah.
And when scientists recently, this is recent, I think just last year, they actually discovered the bacteria and they dated it somehow.
Damn.
And yeah, that's what they found. So
Holy shit!
who knows? Like that's 1% of what's discovered.
Exactly.
Imagine what is actually out there.
Yeah.
Right?
Like what is out there and what has
Been,
plagued this
yeah,
earth
yeah.
in the past.
Exactly.
Because like humans have been around for like 60,000 years,
Yeah.
and then like living creatures, fuck,
Millions of
240 million years ago, like dinosaurs. And who knows what like dinosaurs had, what diseases they experienced, what kind of things happened. It's crazy, and it's just like I'm gonna ask it after I do, because we can go on a tangent. But I just want to. So pretty much, as you were asking, the bacteria spread through contact with droplets from an infected person's cough or sneeze.
So it's
airborne stuff, man. Shit. So it's kind of like coronavirus.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
So
But
so-
what's the root? Like we know, or we've been told, that coronavirus, COVID, was from a bat.
yeah,
So where does this come from?
it doesn't say anything here about it, but like we don't have to go like too deep into it. But it's just saying like a disease caused by a rare flesh-eating bacteria that can kill people within 48 hours is spreading in Japan after a country relaxed COVID.
48 hours.
You can die in 2 days.
That's like rabies or something, I think.
Yeah, it's spreading in Japan after the country relaxed COVID era restrictions. Holy shit. What is going on in Japan?
But this is recent, no? So
Yeah.
how come?
So it's saying
Wow.
cases of, I'm not going to say that, so STSS reached 977 cases this year by June 2nd. Oh, that was this month.
Wait,
Higher
whoa.
than the record of 941.
So they were having COVID restrictions up till now.
And they're still,
Jesus.
and they eased it up, and then they got this.
Wow. So it could be like a variant of it,
Yeah, it's saying, but some types of the bacteria can lead to symptoms developing rapidly, including limb pain, swelling, fever, low blood pressure. That can be followed by necrosis, breathing problems, organ failure, and death. People over 40 are more prone to the disease. Shit. And then in Japan, like the age is like super high.
Yeah, the average age, yeah.
Yeah, shit. Damn, bro. That's fucking crazy.
It's great. I'm just trying to wrap my head around
Yeah.
that because
In 2 days, you can die just by getting coughed by someone. I mean, by getting coughed on by someone.
especially how highly populated it is as well.
Yeah.
any corner, street corner you go, there's gonna be a lot
something
of people.
there.
So
Yeah.
damn,
And it just sucks as well because like the age demographic in Japan is like really old,
really old. Yeah.
and like the majority of their population are like elderly. So like
So
this,
easily 40
this,
plus.
this will kill a lot, and like, God forbid, but like, I'm sorry, but these cases will probably will rise,
Mm.
and it sucks because it's just like it had to hit like a elderly dominant like.
I mean,
yeah.
well, that got me thinking. Imagine it's kind of come overseas. Yeah, man, this is my third time doing this, but
Yeah, bro, touch that Bambi right now, bro. We cannot let it come to Australia, man. But and then just like back to my, what you told me about like
Yeah.
the Antarctica stuff. What do you think is under like all that ice in Antarctica?
yes, I was about to say something. So that got me thinking.
Yeah.
Us as kids, we used to love Jurassic World, Jurassic Park.
Oh my god.
And that
Those
whole
were so-
that
yeah.
whole the scientists who went out and did this got me
Yeah.
thinking. Of course, I'm no expert,
Yeah.
but the way they made that movie, it does sound realistic. The thing they did with the mosquito, how the mosquito had the blood of the dinosaurs, but it got preserved in the moss. I think not moss. I think resin or something.
Yeah,
got
yeah,
preserved,
yeah.
and from that blood droplet DNA, they formed, and then they incubated the eggs, kind of like a test tube
Angry
baby.
dinosaurs, yeah.
So I mean, on paper, it does sound realistic.
But like, you wonder why it hasn't been achieved yet.
I mean,
Yeah.
wow. I think
Because
we're not there yet in terms of technology.
Yeah.
It's possible on paper.
mm,
Like I'm sure they can actually do it, but the equipment and the machinery required.
Yeah.
Because we already kind of do that right now. There's a process where a couple can have a child.
Through IVF and
Yeah.
stuff
So
like that. Yeah, like
imagine and I've heard of many dark experiments where mad scientists they some really horrific stuff, but they can extract DNA and do crazy things. I was
Shit.
reading the other day
Yeah.
on an article that there's a company overseas, forgot where from,
yeah.
and without killing any animal,
Mm.
they can produce that meat, like an actual. I'm not talking vegan friendly meat.
What the fuck?
I'm talking actual meat where the DNA 100% matches
that-
of a beef patty, but it doesn't kill any beef.
So they're making just free food then?
So basically, I mean, it's very expensive.
Yeah,
'cause
it
the,
is,
the process. you know?
Yeah.
Imagine it's costing millions to make that.
Yeah.
And then think about the dinosaurs. So basically, what they do is it's in the process is very simple.
Yeah.
Of course, doing it is out of this world.
Yeah.
But basically, they extract the DNA from a cow,
yeah.
and I forgot what the base thing is, but they let that DNA grow. They mix it with other things, whatever they
Yeah,
do,
yeah.
and over time, a few days, it actually grows into a beef patty.
Shit, that's
and
cool as.
tastes exactly like a beef patty.
Yeah.
They examine, they extract they do tests on their made beef patty, and down to the molecule, it matches 100% to an actual beef patty.
Of what it is, yeah.
Yep. So in that way, of course, it is possible on paper, bro. But I feel like finding that mosquito who has blood, like,
Is
that's
a task in itself.
almost
yeah.
impossible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Almost like what? There's trillions of mosquitoes.
Yeah.
How are they gonna search each one?
So the thing is, it's like, like that, finding a prehistoric mosquito that does carry like blood from a dinosaur, that sounds like such an arduous task to do, you know what I'm
I
saying?
feel like that's harder than actually making it
Yeah.
once they have the DNA.
Because like, because like, the thing is like, our world, human, like, okay, our modern day, we've only like so technology came out in like late 80s, not like modern technology where we can have all
That
these
is-
things,
yeah.
like maybe around 80s, 90s, up until now. Our world has been here for billions of years. And it's just like funding research funding expeditions to go out and actually look for this thing, it's not gonna be like well funded at all, because our governments have different like priorities. You know,
They do.
it's
they
like
do.
I feel like,
You're right.
because what's your take on like Elon Musk trying to like go to Mars?
Oh.
Because
Before I get to my take, I read something funny yesterday. It's basically, it's a funny theory.
yeah.
It's an unhinged theory,
Alright, that's it.
but it does make a lot of sense.
That's it.
So basically, I heard the other day, I was scrolling and someone had a funny theory.
What was it?
They said that what if the thing that, so you know about the Mars thing, right?
Yeah,
Elon
of
Musk.
course, yeah.
So they're all
I
doubting.
think I think 2025 they said that they were gonna get people on Mars. Which is, holy shit! That's
yeah,
next
I've heard
year.
about that next year.
Holy fuck!
So basically,
Next year we got people on
what they
Mars.
said is, you know about that there's water found on Mars, right?
Oh yeah.
So the under the layer.
In the ice caps, was it?
Yeah.
Or- yeah.
So they discovered water on Mars, and they said that what if we all humans originally were from Mars, and we messed it up so badly, like the movie Wall-E, like we messed up the system so badly that the world on Mars just went to shit. So bad that they sent Adam and Eve, were the last two humans,
To Earth.
in a space escape pod.
Yeah.
And that's the asteroid that took out the dinosaurs.
Holy shit!
So that's why, if you read the Bible, it has nothing about dinosaurs,
Exactly.
because they're the ones who took it out.
Yeah. Going off on a tangent, right? Again, like that theory is crazy as hell.
Yeah.
Like whole.
And it's like now we're just trying to go back home or something. Back to Mars.
Oh shit!
Back where we belong, eh?
Yeah. Damn, bro, we were Martians, bro.
Hey, Astro Boy Ting.
Astra.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like oh man, I'm really not doing well today. My memory is so bad.
Yeah, I mean, I know you've been working a lot, so.
Yeah, it's so pretty much. I really forgot what I was gonna say, man.
Nah, it's all good. Well,
Wait, what was I gonna say?
I think we were talking about Elon Musk and the theory, the space pod, Adam and Eve.
Yeah, okay.
Dinosaurs, Bible.
Okay, here we go. So pretty much, when I read the Bible, right?
Yeah.
And I read the story of Genesis,
Mm.
because the Bible, I know we're getting into like very like religious territory,
Yeah.
and I don't want to offend anyone, but this is just my
course.
opinion on it. So I've grown up in a Catholic household.
Yep.
My parents, I went to church with them every Sunday for
Okay.
like the past 10 years of my life.
Yeah, I remember that. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
every time I used to ask you, bro, let's meet Sunday, and you always, I've got church.
Yeah, I got church. Yeah. And you know, there's nothing wrong with going to church.
Yeah, of course.
Just as of lately, the more I grow up, I feel like, and after after my grandmother passed away, I feel like I've lost my touch in my faith. If I'm being honest with you, like I still somewhat believe in Christ and Jesus and all that, but it's just not what it used to be. And the more I learn, the more I grow up, and I, like being like a nurse student, and like learning about like science and being intrigued by science in this world, it's like the more I read about or like hear stories from the Bible, the more I'm like, why isn't there any reference to the dinosaurs?
Yeah,
Because in the creation of time, it was God made the world in 7 days, and one day He rested. But like, where's dinosaurs, man?
Yeah.
Where's like the actual factual evidence of
Because-
like the moon smashing into Earth? Because that actually happened. The moon smashed into Earth, which okay, sorry, not the moon, but like a big object smashed into the
that's
Earth
what
and
gave
created
us
the
the
moon.
moon, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and like there's like evidence that the world was formed, not, I'm sorry to say, but not by God, but like through like how planets work. You know
Because
what I'm
another
saying?
thing
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
going
I'm so
off-
sorry if that like offended any
Yes,
like
of
Christian. I mean,
course.
like I'm just
basically going off the moon thing.
yeah.
I heard, don't quote me, but when that asteroid hit Earth, and it basically fragmented into little bits,
Yeah.
and over time, what happens is due to the gravitational force of the Earth,
Yeah.
all these little chunks are like twirling around, right?
Yeah.
Orbiting Earth.
Yeah.
And eventually they all clustered together.
And then that's the moon. Yeah.
That's why if you look at the moon and it has craters in it,
Yeah.
of course there's things smashing into the moon as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
But yeah, the moon was kind of formed. Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's the more you look into like space and like science, the more like astonished you get. Because I
'Cause-
remember the first like, because when I was a kid, I was very into like like space science.
Yeah.
But then until I touched physics in high school, I was like, nah, fuck this.
Because we can see there are literal evidence.
Yeah.
You know, we can. Who's gonna explain the archaeologists that are digging up actual bones of dinosaurs?
And findings.
We can see the whole skull.
Yeah.
Like, how are you gonna explain that? Like, it's genuinely
Exactly.
real.
Yeah. And like over time, like the Bible has been rewritten. Like I think King James's Bible was rewritten and stuff like that. And like there's so many versions of the Bible.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's so many versions of the Bible, but like when you pair it up against with actual evidence that's being found, graves of dinosaurs are being dug up. You have like other like cultures in this world. Like there's evidence of like Mesopotamia. There's evidence of the Egyptians, you know. Where were they? I mean,
Pompeii, fam.
yeah, you know, like all these things, and which brings me to like how I feel about it, about the Bible. I still retain some faith.
Of course.
You know, like I haven't completely like there is no God, there is no. Of course, I do believe in something, but I take the Bible as
Not something literal.
not something literal, but lessons, metaphors.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
totally agree.
It's like
Same here.
I don't know if you've heard the story of like David and the Goliath.
Yeah.
Where like I feel like that whole like parable, if that's what they're called, like that's just supposed to like teach you like how to overcome your challenges. Cause you know, and like and
100%.
like Noah's Ark.
There's a lesson, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a lesson,
There's a lesson in everything.
to learn and
For sure.
all that stuff. And yeah, I just feel like I do believe that there is some higher power up there. I just don't know what it is.
Even I do. I believe that as well.
But I feel like we have the power to really just make our own lives.
Yeah.
And you know, seeing my grandma be so into her faith. I mean, yeah, like it inspired me and all that stuff. And
I remember that, you know.
yeah,
I used to
every
come-
night
I used
she
to
would
come
pray.
over.
Every night.
I used to come over and she was very like outgoing, you know, like easy to get along with. Always offering me food when I came over, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, man, I miss her, but you know, I'm glad she, you know, she's up in heaven now, you know, with God in whom she believed in so much, and yeah, you know, it's
Yeah, well, things gonna be better, man.
yeah, of course, bro, you know, yeah, I'm just you know, just reminiscing a bit on the past and stuff like that, but yeah, but going back to the whole like Antarctica thing, so like there's, you know, we have the North Pole and the South Pole, and like
Yeah.
with you like bringing up the fact that they found like bacteria or like a virus or something like in the like found in the ice,
Yeah.
it just makes you think like the ages of this ice, like like
The
some of the ice
layers.
that they like uncover in the bottom are like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
old, and like what the hell is in there? There's so many things in our world that we don't know. I think it was 70 or 60% of our oceans are still yet to be explored. How scary is that?
Close. Bro, it's worse.
How?
They've only discovered, I think, 3% of the oceans.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry
So-
for that fact, but yeah, damn, that's
I'm
crazy.
pretty sure.
3%.
Yep.
Bro.
It's crazy.
3%.
Absolutely crazy.
We know nothing
We know
about
nothing.
this earth.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
but-
claim to be the masters of this world.
The crazy thing I always ask is crazy take. Why is every CCTV camera around the block, you know, what's supposed to protect us when a theft happens?
Yeah.
And we need to check the footage.
Yeah.
You can never see shit, right? It's so blurry. Yet we're looking light years away at Ultra HD, like I can see the specks of the stars.
Yeah.
Of course, there's a difference between a $500 and a $5 million lens.
Yeah.
But, lately a lot of thefts are happening. And our security is simply
Shit.
not good enough. It's shit.
Yeah.
So whether you're black,
You're white
brown,
or Asian, be sure to check us out on our Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube, or we talk about anything, right?
we do. And be sure to check out the Instagram, because that's where we do behind the scenes as well as these fit checks.
And those features go hard, don't they?
They
We
do, they
talk
do.
about dating advice,
Life advice,
fashion-related talk,
and just shit in general.
and just shit in general.
So I'm Jamie,
And my name's Rainier.
and we want to be your number one podcast for when you get comfortable and cozy.
Mm-hmm.
So whether it's going on a drive
Going on a late night walk,
or help you go to bed,
we want to be that number one podcast that you guys come to for anything that you like.
so thanks for tuning in. Thank you to our sponsor, Minajae.
Stay pretty like a flower, guys.
We be Flower Boy Talks. We are.
We out.